Hello, Earth Angels. I have some new cards for you that are being uploaded today on the 6th, but they were all pulled with the intention that they be timeless. So will hopefully apply to anyone that comes by whenever that happens to be. The first card is from Magdalene Oracle. Decision. You have an important decision to make at present, and the decision you make now will affect many around you for a long time to come. Be sure you know what you really want before you act. Take a few deep breaths, take time out to clear your mind, and you will know. We are all part of one creation, energetically interconnected, and therefore what affects one also affects the whole. Everything you say and do, and everything you fail to say or do, has a flow-on effect. A positive effect can only be achieved by being true to yourself. The right decision is the one that sits comfortably inside your heart. Don't make your decision based on guilt or what you think you should do. Be true to you, for it is only by being true to yourself that you can be true to others. The next card is from the Fallen Angels Oracle deck, and the card is Ronov, Exhaustion. Beware of venting your rage on innocent bystanders in the face of defeat and frustration. Sorry, my legs have been driving me nuts for 2 days straight, and I just tried to stretch and knock the camera. I'm so sorry. Renov's totem beast is a monster or gargoyle. He represents the shadow side of our character, which emerges when even the most even-tempered and cheerful of us feel beset by enemies and unfair treatment. Then we are likely to inflict our frustrations on innocent friends and family as if they were to blame, driving them away at a time when they could help us through our difficulties. Everyone suffers defeat and injustice at times. Misplaced rage only makes the situation worse. And I know how this goes. You know, sometimes we are just in the wrong place at the wrong time, and we take the backlash that really was meant for someone else. So it's a good warning. The next card is from Mother Mary Oracle, and that is Our Lady of Sacred Waters. Oh man, just hearing that. I haven't been near water for so long. I used to go at least once a year to go stay for a day or two by water, and I've done that, and I miss water so much. Maybe I'll get something out of reading this card. I am the sacred guardian of the holy waters. I offer you cleansing, healing, regeneration, and the miracle of life. I bring you the blessing of moving forward through emotionally letting go. I honor and support your emotional life, helping you tap into its potential healing power. Dive into the sacred waters of your being, and I will greet you as you emerge renewed and ready for the next stage of your life journey. We hold the earth in our bodies, the air in our breath, and fire in our hearts and bellies. We also hold the endless depths of sacred waters in our emotional field. We can use these different parts of us to live our lives, our bodies for movement and connection, the fire within to fuel us with motivation, and the air for inspiration. We can allow the flow of emotional waters to gift us with cleansing and healing. These different elements have their own valuable purpose in our life and spiritual growth. There are moments, however, when only the flow of emotional waters can really bring us healing. No matter how we may try to forge ahead with the fire of motivation, or make fresh, new, inspired plans, or attempt to bring situations to a head through practical means, sometimes we cannot gain any traction through those methods until we let our emotions flow. The oracle of Our Lady of Sacred Waters brings you guidance that you will benefit greatly from more deeply exploring emotional expression at this time. This might involve speaking your emotional truths from the heart without fear of ridicule. Without fear of ridicule or rejection, or needing validation from another, but expressing them simply because they are your own feelings and have innate value to you. It might involve journaling, or it may involve writing letters to people from your past, which you do not send, saying all that you have not as yet been able to say, so that you gain closure and let go. Sorry guys, I have to stand up, I can't sit. I'll try to stay close to the mic. Now I gotta catch up to where I left off. I am sorry. I just don't have my shit together today. This process makes more energy available to you. You might need some time alone to grieve. You may even need some time to really connect with your happiness and feelings of satisfaction after coming through a difficult time, to let joy flood your being through dance or playfulness in nature. This oracle comes at this time when great movement internally will push external forms in your life to change. Your emotional release is energetically influential and can move your world, helping you step forward with easy gracefulness. Claim your right to your emotional truths and expressions. Write, dance, cry, yell, hug the trees, and place your body on the earth or in the ocean and relax into feeling held. Let your body express its emotional energies and know that these are the very waters that will nourish the garden of your life into bloom. This oracle also brings a particular message. What you have been sensing emotionally has merit and usefulness, even if there is no logical explanation or supportive physical evidence as yet. Things are not always as they seem, but your emotional instincts will let you know what you need to know. Trust them. Accessing our emotions can be a skill that many of us need to learn after being trained by social conditioning to push them to one side and be governed by our intellectual processes instead. If you are finding it difficult to really access your emotions, then the following healing process will help you learn this valuable skill. Don't worry if you need to repeat the healing process once a week, or for the next few months, or every day for a week or 2 or 3. You will become increasingly emotionally intelligent through your patience and curiosity, and through your willingness to practice the skill of attention to become aware of what you feel, without judging those feelings or shutting down. You deserve access to the sacred waters of your emotional being. Don't worry, the Mother won't let you drown in there. She will guide you instead to learn how to swim freely and emerge cleansed and ready for your next life steps. Here is the healing process. Usually I don't include these, but I will today. An endless, clean blue ocean is before you. Sense its peace and power. Rising up out of that ocean now is a shining, divine, feminine being. Clothed in the waves, her hair shimmers in the sunlight. She raises her hands towards you, and you are showered in water from the ocean. It might be a light stream of water or a big, thoroughly cleansing wave. She will deliver to you what you most need. If you have pleasure or fear, uncertainty or joy, or any other feeling or thought as this is happening, just stay present to it and allow it to come and go. Finish your healing process with this affirmation. Our Lady of Sacred Waters, Holy Mother Mary, bless me with your healing, cleansing grace. Help me to release fear, shame, or guilt about my emotional life, and to have the courage to flow emotionally, that I may be fed by sacred waters and nourished in all facets of my life. In service to your plan of love, so be it. From Archangel Metatron, Self-Mastery Oracle, the card is Fire, Dragon's Strength. This dragon is here to burn away and transmute any lower energies that have been around you. Toxic people, neediness, negativity, fear, anger. You are reminded that as a light worker, there is a need to protect and purify your energy at all times so that you don't become depleted or susceptible to darker energies that may see your light and try to bring you down. You have nothing to fear. The fire dragon is here to safeguard you, your home, and those you love. Call on him whenever you need him. He flies before you with a mighty wingspan and piercing eyes able to clear your path and remove any dangers. And he is able to see all from his skyline position, including that which is behind you. The pyramid contains Metatron's orange flame, and this is here for you anytime you feel an attack on your power base or divine self. The tetrahedron shape of the pyramid links to your solar plexus, and the dragon brings this powerful energy toward you to lift away any fear or negativity that sits in your core, trying to make you feel small. Whether this is your own doing or someone else's attack on your confidence, he is here now to remind you that you are powerful beyond measure. His raw strength mirrors your own, which is why he often flies in when you are facing real difficulty, telling you to dig deep, see beyond the immediate problems, and transmute all that is no longer needed in the fire he carries around him. His fire won't burn you. It will provide heat and courage to keep you going through times of adversity and positivity. He also reminds you of the need to have fire in your belly, to speak up, be heard, and stand up for what you believe. Maybe there has been an injustice around you, or you have strong, passionate views that others need to hear. He asks you not to be afraid to fight for what you know is right and fair. There are times both in the collective and in our individual lives when this is necessary. Leave no space for being walked over, disregarded, or ignored. Instead, call on your spiritual might and insight to tackle what needs facing with love and strength and conviction. The dragon will stay for as long as he is needed and until any challenge is won. He fights for the light, understanding that darkness exists, but knowing he is equipped with everything needed for anything he may meet. And he will win and have your best interests at heart always. One of nature's correctors and balancers, call on his fire to help you today. Oopsie. And the last card is from Divine Guidance. It's actually the first card in the deck. Angelic Being. Your angelic being has been with you since the day of your birth, and will continue to be with you when you cross through the veil and return home. Your angelic guardian is asking you to look for signs and synchronicities. They are trying to communicate with you now. In a whisper of gentle guidance, you may hear your name being called. Feel the subtle touch of a feather or a tender tickle. You may see a sign on a billboard, a magazine, or even on TV. Keep your awareness open to the message they are bringing you. And that is all the cards I have for you today. If you're new to the channel, I'd love to have you subscribe. And if the cards resonated with you, I'd like to hear how they did. Thank you, Earth Angels, for stopping by. Take care.